Street poisoning is a central theme in Iceberg Slim's seminal work, Pimp, The Story of My Life. It's a process by which a constructive path is derailed by the allure of street life, promises of quick cash, and notoriety. Street poisoning isn't biased and can infect the purest of souls given the proper motivation. In today's video, we'll dissect Tariq St. street poisoning and uncover the subtle motivations that turned a schoolboy into a D-boy with no remorse. Before we start, be sure to hit the like button and turn on the bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Now let's get started. On the surface, Tariq's street poisoning seems simple enough. A scheme by Kanan to create the son he never had while destroying him simultaneously in a revenge plot against Ghost for stealing away the son he never knew. However, the seeds of Tariq's corruption go much deeper than that. First off, Tariq's entire existence was constructed on a lie. Everything he knew to be true on the surface contained deceptive undertones, and deception is a requirement of street poisoning. It sets the stage for hatred to enter one's heart and manifest into far more insidious things. It also serves as the foundation for scorned souls, and Tariq, unfortunately, was no different. Street poisoning must always have a justification, a prerequisite if you will. Iceberg Slim's was rooted in the sins of his mother. Similarly, Tariq's originated with the lies of his parents. The death of Sean Stark represented another tragic origin to Tariq's transformation. The lack of explanation for such a life-altering event tipped the scales in favor of underworld influence. It planted seeds of distrust, doubt, and confusion, the latter of which being a non-negotiable for street influence to take hold of his subject. Finally, Ghost's lack of awareness and borderline negligence of his family provided the third avenue for Tariq's street education to manifest. His many business endeavors, both legal and illegal, left his family open to various threats, Tariq most notably. While he was out manifesting his lifelong club dream, a nightmare was befalling his family right under his nose. Couple attaining that dream with warding off the malevolence that street life brought, and you had the perfect storm for what Jay-Z once called the evils to set in. This is where the Kanan dynamic really began to flourish in Tariq's young life. Kanan, initially planning to kill Tariq as payback, took him under his tutelage after learning of their shared hatred for Ghost. Only when he realized that Tariq hated his natural role model could he become the surrogate, giving Tariq, among the many lessons, something he's yearned for more than ever, and that's the truth. A true depiction of the world and where his roots lie therein. Every piece of criminal education came with a revelation of Reek's origin, in exchange for services if you will. In fact, Kanan was to Tariq what Party Time and later Sweet Jones was to Iceberg Slim, the underworld's liaison that elevated the pupil from novice to knowledgeable. Slim had the opportunity to escape street life, having graduated high school at 15 with an A average and a full ride to Tuskegee. However, according to the legend himself, quote, "The alumni went into debt and sent me down to their hallowed school with a sparkling wardrobe. They didn't know I had started to rot inside from street poisoning," end quote. Similarly, Tariq's educational opportunities provided by his family could have saved him from the underworld's influence. However, the streets had already gained another soldier in the war for fast money, notoriety, and souls. Tariq used school as a testing ground for new recruits and was put out as a result. The fact that Tariq hustled at his private school adds to the frustration of his character from a fan perspective. Tariq's street poisoning, though set in motion by his father's sins, ultimately reeks of privilege. He's the furthest thing from street thanks to his upbringing. Ghost and Tasha, with all of their faults, did provide their children with an alternative to the underworld. Thus, their children would not have to hustle to survive as they did. And that's what pisses many people off about Tariq, his motivations. He's not a hustler by birth, he's a hustler by choice. However, though this is true for Tariq, was it also true for his father? Was Ghost a hustler by way of his environment, or because he chose the game over everything else? The answer to that can be found in the latter portion of season 4. Ghost and Angie had an interesting exchange at a gala in honor of Angie's then promotion. She bluntly stated, quote, "You had a chance to go to Choate, and you chose not to. You said you couldn't leave Tommy, remember?" End quote. Tariq is wrong in thinking he can blend the streets with the suburbs. They are mutually exclusive realities. However, the fact is, the allure of the game once marred his father, and the apple never falls far from the tree. Thank you for watching today's video. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for us, share it with your friends who are power fans, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of rudypmagicbeats.com, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace.